welcome to the Big Movie Mouth-Off, sponsored by PC Laptops. We're here at Groovy Cinema Pub to review more movies. I'm Jeff Weiss from MSN Entertainment.
And I'm Jimmy Martin with SLUG Magazine.
Our next film is How Do You Know?, the latest from James L. Brooks, the guy who made Terms of Endearment,
Yes.
As Good as It Gets,
Ooh.
Spanglish, and Broadcast News.
Okay.
In this sort of romantic comedy drama, Reese Witherspoon is a softball athlete who is on her waning years. She's now dating a professional baseball player played by Owen Wilson, and has gone on a blind date with soon-to-be indicted fund manager played by Paul Rudd,
whose father is Jack Nicholson.
Yeah. So it's full of comedy stars and James Brooks regulars.
Yeah.
You know, I might have to go back on what I said about finally seeing your place tonight.
There's no pressure. It should feel right.
Why are you moving away?
I want to give you room to think and decide.
Most girls' plan is meet a guy, love, have a baby, but I don't know if I have what it takes for everybody's regular plan.
Son, I have some disturbing news.
What?
I'll wait till you get here.
Tell me.
They are going to indict you.
George? How are you?
Good to see you.
Yeah. George, this is my boyfriend, Maddie.
Nice to meet you. Who is he?
You didn't even say hello.
Yeah, I think you ought to check with me before you invite some guy over, so I'm a little too pissed off to just say hello. I think I screwed up. Not from my perspective.
You know, the only reason, okay, I'm not a big Owen Wilson fan. Reese Witherspoon usually rubs me the wrong way. Jack Nicholson, I love him. It's been a while since, probably since As Good as It Gets is when I really, well, I'd say The Departed too.
Right.
But what got me was James L. Brooks. Because what James L. Brooks can do for me is write really fun characters.
Right. And the guy knows how to balance comedy and drama.
He does, very well so. And I think he does it with this. For me, the actors, when I was watching this show, they seemed like they were genuinely having fun with each other. Like, really good, like, especially Paul Rudd, who, yes, over the top, but still enjoying the scenes. Owen Wilson, like, I don't like, usually I don't like him, but for this, he was having such a good time with it. Just playing that kind of idiotic, egotistical baseball player who makes millions and doesn't realize what real life is about.
Now, here's my problem with the film.
All right.
Well, here's the major problem for me with the film. These don't seem like real characters to me, and I know that's a sitcom-y complaint, but I didn't buy anything anyone in this film said or did as convincing whatsoever. And a lot of the problem for me comes from Reese Witherspoon, who she doesn't work as a softball star and doesn't work as a romantic foil for either Paul Rudd or Owen Wilson.
Well, if you remember, like, yes, she's a softball star, but she's also the aging one who... The only reason that the team wanted to keep her around is because she keeps spirits up like that. So she's not like the superstar. And I could see Reese Witherspoon being this kind of cheerleader, boppy girl. That's pretty much her personality in and out of movies.
Well, it was her personality.
Yeah.
Taxi?
No, I just have to figure out where I'm going.
Let me ask you something. How do you know when you're in love? Anyone?
I got a way. I figure I'm in love with somebody when I wear a condom with the other girls.
Holy crap, I'm in love.
What sort of trouble are you in, George?
Currently unemployed. I'll soon run out of money, and I'm the target of a federal investigation.
You're a real chick magnet, aren't you?
Son, we are in a rapidly evolving situation.
Are you going to make me literally run from bad news?
You do not have the luxury of not...
But... I had a good time with it. She didn't make the movie for me. It's all the male roles for me that made this. The relationship between Paul Rudd and Jack Nicholson of this father who just doesn't care if his son goes to prison,
right,
to save his own company. I mean, and you say that these don't seem like real people. Yeah, they're definitely caricatures, but there's some people out there. I'm sorry, Madoff. Think Madoff. You think he's going to go to jail for his kid?
Right, but for me, that's why the dramatic moments don't work.
Yeah.
Because they're not grounded in reality. And what's funny for me is the comedy moments. There are a bunch of side characters who show up and do and say funnier things in this film, who worked much more than the leads do for me, who I found myself much more interested in.
See, the thing, and it may have been like I said, a caricature, but with Owen Wilson's character as this multi-million-dollar baseball player, I can almost assure you that they are that egotistical and that womanizing, and trying to keep a girl around and explaining why monogamy doesn't really work, but we'll try to try it somewhat.
Right, and I don't disagree with you there. I just wish that it were sandwiched with something that seemed more compatible. This whole thing with Paul Rudd just seems to rub up against it in the wrong way. If this were a film about Owen Wilson, the baseball star with monogamy problems, I could accept that.
Yeah.
Or if this were a film about Paul Rudd about to be sued by the U.S. government for possible stock fraud, I could accept that. But the two halves just don't work for me.
So you just think they don't work together?
Yeah.
Would you like each one as an individual film?
Yes.
Okay.
And they would be better developed in that way. And hopefully they would not involve Reese Witherspoon and her pointy chin.
Oh, you had to go there, didn't you?
On the edge of a moment.
To people who make toasts.
I just touched your leg.
I know.
And we're gonna be fine with our hearts in our hands like loaded guns. We'll take it lucky ones.
I wrote something out that I want to say to you. I went nuts when you left. I broke a lamp.
Okay, read me the thing.
That was the thing.
And we're gonna be fine.
And her gritty jaw.
She can't help it, Vice.
And her affectations. She has learned a lot of bad habits in her acting.
I enjoyed the film. It's with performances from actors that I usually don't enjoy anything from.
Right.
And so I give it 2.5 stars.
And I give it 2, mostly because I like Paul Rudd. I see interesting things there. I see some interesting things with Owen Wilson, but it's just not enough to make me overcome the problems I have with the film.
Yeah.